you started, and then record it for me. I probably could record it, but with your permission.
All right, so I'll just begin here.
Okay.
All
So
right.
you want me to record? You will record.
Yeah, you can record. Okay. Do you want to record on your side?
Okay, let me set it up then so that I know where it's recording to. If I have bandwidth, not bandwidth, but space there. Okay.
All right. So I think when we had looked at everything, we had actually looked at this about the areas that you can make money, and they are basically in three categories. Okay. You can trade the price as they move up and down, but again, that we said you need to learn about technical analysis. You need to spend time on charts. It is also emotionally taxing. Trading is not very easy, and I can tell you that for free. Now, the one that will make sense is buying and holding. All right, that one there is no problem about that completely. Everybody agrees. In fact, if you had bought Bitcoin, any crypto, either Ethereum or Bitcoin for that matter, or many of the other coins, XRP, and so many of them, if you had bought them last year, today you would be you would be doing very well, because the percentage of increase of those coins over this period has been very tremendous. But normally we also say that for buying and holding, there are two issues that determine that. First of all, it's capital. It's capital. It can be capital intensive. For example, to buy even 10 Bitcoins is almost now $700,000.
Right.
All right, because one right now is almost going for between 55,000 and I think it almost hit 60,000 or thereabout.
Yeah.
So it can be quite capital intensive. And then the other thing is that you may need to hold it for more than 5 to 10 years. Actually, if you check in 2017, it hit the highest at I think it was 20,000. Then it dropped.
Right.
Yeah, it dropped even to as low as I think $3,000. But so if you need to buy and hold, you need to also hold it for a significant period of time, 5 to 10 years. Now, so the reason why some of us are using now a smart contract is that a smart contract, you first of all, you don't need to spend a lot of money. And number two, you don't need to wait very long for you to make significant money, as it were. All right, it can take quite a short time. Now, of course, so we were defining what is a smart contract, and just the definition is simple. It's just it's a programming code that is placed directly on the blockchain, and therefore it cannot be hacked, it cannot be stopped, it cannot even be changed. Even the owner cannot even introduce a comma or a full stop after it has been placed on the blockchain. So it does not even require the owner or an administrator or a company to run it. In fact, a smart contract is not a company, all right? Now, it runs on its own and does exactly what it's programmed to do. And by the way, we normally recommend that somebody can go to Investopedia. There's a lot of knowledge, both about crypto and anything investment. Anything you want to learn about investment, you can go to Investopedia and learn a bit of that. So the smart contract we are talking about is this particular one, and it's 100% decentralized. Again, so we always emphasize what is decentral. What does decentralization mean? It first of all means that the author or the person who created the smart contract is not even in control of it. All right, there are no administrators, there is no management, and you are in full control of your funds. And then for this specific smart contract, income is unlimited. In fact, it's you who determines how much you want to make, and it's 100% transparent. Now, that is as opposed to any centralized project. Now, a simple definition of what a centralized project is: any business that has a human being behind the desk making decisions is a centralized project, because it therefore depends on the decisions of what people do and what people think, and whenever they wake up and do something, whatever it is. So why today cryptocurrency is making a lot of inroads is because it's decentralized. No single authority can manipulate the Bitcoin, for example. It is completely decentralized, and it operates on its own terms, on the inbuilt program that runs the Bitcoin, for example. So a smart contract is on the same terms, meaning that it works on exactly the same. Now, I had something here that I had prepared earlier, but I didn't quite use it to explain. But also to be able to demystify what are we trying to do, especially with this specific smart contract called for SAI. And basically, just to say, whenever you have a product that is being moved, you can either use different methods of moving that product to the end user. And a product normally has research and development. It has the profit margin that the company is looking to make. And it also has the marketing budget. Now, that is what the customer will finally pay at the end of the story. So in this particular model we are talking about, research and development part of the equation has been pushed to zero. So the company is not even charging you for the research and development of this particular product. Number two, the company is not taking any profit at all. And of course, in such a scenario can never happen in an ordinary product that you buy out there. Let's say you are buying an iPhone, or you are buying a laptop, or whatever it is. These two items can never go to zero. There is always a huge outlay that either goes into the manufacturing of that product or goes into the profit the company is looking for. But for this particular model, if you can conceptualize it in your head, there is none of this. So the only remaining component is the marketing budget, which is shared with you, 100% of it. All right. So I was just trying to use different models. If you took a look at multi-level marketing companies, these two components, research and development, has a huge overlay. Most of them will take more than 50% of what is shared with the user at the end of the day, and has all these issues, gifting and all that, centralized systems. So the one we are talking about, which is a smart contract, you earn 100%. But anyway, that was just something that was not there. I just introduced that one there. So you probably might want to have a look at it later.
Yeah, I had questions. If you go back even one step further than that.
Okay. All right.
So two slides back.
2 slides back.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Go forward one. Let me see. Okay, here. So yes. What I was curious about is that if the smart contract or any of these smart contracts is independent of everything and cannot be changed, does it mean that it's perfect? Because most programs usually are improved with time. When it's written, whoever is writing it can make a mistake, and so it can be modified, it can be improved. But you're saying this one cannot be changed, which means it cannot be improved?
No, it cannot be improved.
What if there's a mistake in it? Like you talked about the algorithm, and people I know about computing when I was learning.
And probably that's the reason why, and probably that's the reason why, in fact, the launch that we are waiting for, they have been announcing it since the beginning of March. And and what they are doing right now is making sure that they have removed all any bugs or anything that will, because the moment they actually release it, they cannot change it. It's immutable. It is insulated from any person. Even the creator cannot touch it. So a smart contract is that serious. It cannot be changed. The moment it has been dropped, if they forgot a comma, that's it.
Okay. And so if the algorithm is such that, you were assuming that the algorithm is fair, right?
Yeah, obviously.
But we have no way of confirming that because whoever wrote it is the only one who knows what it's doing.
Absolutely, of course. Yeah. So the beauty about it, of course, is that we have experienced the two previous ones, the ones that are running right now, which are running on Ethereum and Tron. They are working perfectly. At least, I mean, to all the things that they have said it does, we have seen it do exactly that. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
yeah.
that was my point. I mean, I was
I can show, of course, I can show you my back office and show you exactly how it's working. It's actually completely decentralized. You can actually see it. What I was thinking is that we could run through the whole thing since it's recorded and you are able to actually step back and revisit it. Then we
okay.
limit the questions to only what you may not see. Let me pause this a little bit. Need to. Okay. So I don't know if that is okay, and then I could just run through it. Then
Okay.
towards the end, we can now revisit any question um, more specifically.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So I was just trying to trying to use this model, of course, to talk about that.
Yeah.
Now let's look now about the mechanics. How does this smart contract work? And we have said that it has four components: X3, X4, triple X, and X gold. And we have said that they look like buildings. All right. And for to help you scale into the business, they have subdivided each component into smaller units to enable you to buy in without breaking the bank, as it were. All right. So you can scale in at your own ease. You don't have to strain and spend a lot of money to do this. Then of course, so that's why they had it in different rooms. Otherwise, the way X3 works exactly the same for each one of these units inside it, and the same applies to each other one. So it's only that X3 works slightly different from X4, from triple X and X gold. Now we have said that X3, you initially probably will need to refer one or two people, one or two of your friends, whatever it is. But the others, X4, triple X and X gold, you do not need to refer anyone. You only invest and the algorithm will allocate you people and so on. So we've said that X3 works with a set of three, meaning that for every three people you introduce, you earn on two of them 100%, and the last one gives you a re-entry so that you begin afresh and then earn again on the fourth, the fifth, the sixth again gives you a re-entry so that you earn on the 7, 8, 9 gives you a re-entry and so on. So where does the money of the third one go? We have said it goes to the ecosystem. And who is the ecosystem? Any other person who owns a position like this. That's most likely the person who referred you, okay, or any other person. Again, from that analogy, you realize that any one of these people that you have introduced, also when they go out and introduce their friends, every third person, every third payment, the third payment will come most likely to you because now you are part of the ecosystem. So the only thing that I need to explain about X3 is why then would you want to buy room number 2, room number 3, all the way to room number 12? Two reasons. Room number 2 is twice the price of the previous one. Therefore, you will be earning twice as much. So that's a good motivation. Again, the same people whom you referred in the previous room, when they also acquire this one, they will be paying you because you are linked to them. All right. So basically, those are the good two reasons why you need to upgrade all the way to number 4, slot number 4. By the way, slot number 12 will cost you something like $30,000. All right, $30,000. So it is quite, and for every 3 you earn 200%. Now, the one now that you don't even need to refer anyone is X4. Now, X4 works with a set of 6. So the computer will allocate you, or the algorithm, the smart contract will allocate you six people, all right? And those 6 people are arranged in 2 rows, 2 and then 4, all right? And you earn on the second row, those that fall on the second row, 3 of them, 1, 2, 3. That's 300%. Now, the other 3, you do not earn those ones. The money doesn't come to you. It goes to the ecosystem. Now, so that's why you find that even if you refer, it will work faster. If you don't refer, you will still benefit from these referrals that are being shared in the ecosystem, because the computer will automatically allocate them to the members on the community. Now, that's basically the same. So that's the logic on X4. Now, X3, not difficult to understand. You can see now the matrix is slightly bigger and the earnings is slightly more. And this time round, you earn a percentage of what falls on these levels here. But I don't want to dwell a lot on this. This one will be launched a little bit later. What I want to talk about is, how do you begin in your investment? And we normally say, if you can buy the whole block of X3 and X4, that's fine. But if you cannot, we normally say you can start bit by bit and so on. And you can start with 10 slots. That will cost you about $16,000. Yeah, about $16,000 thereabout. Or you can do 8. That will be slightly less than $10,000. Or you can do 3, and that will be about that's how much in dollars? About
2,000.
I don't know how to convert that. You divide that by then, that's 20, whatever. You can always divide that. So this I did this in Kenya shillings. So the last one that we normally recommend, of course, is this one of 5 slots in each program and so on. Now, the next thing is, then how do you operationalize this? First, you need a wallet, and we recommend you do token pocket, and you create a Binance Smart Chain wallet, and it's free. Then we said you can buy the BNB from Binance. Unfortunately, I think you guys in the US have restriction on Binance.com, but you have Binance.us. And I don't know whether you are able to buy the Binance from there. So that's why I was saying, one of the ways you could watch those 2 videos, it was the 2 videos that I sent was kind of guiding you on how to acquire your Binance coins, all right? And then you will get a link when this program is launched. We are hoping that it probably will launch on Sunday. but we are still waiting for them to tell us. Again, as you may realize, why they are delaying is because they want to make sure that when it is launched, all the commas and full stops have been put in their respective places, because they don't have a second chance to change whatever has been done. And the moment people engage with it, that's it. So so they need to be very sure about it. So basically, that's how it is. The only other thing that I probably might want to include in this recording is to show you what I've been able to achieve in the Ethereum project. So let me just get my account here. Okay, let me share this. So yeah, so I think you can see this, and this is the actual website actually of this actually the website that interacts with the smart contract. And you can actually see on the bottom left here, Binance Smart Chain coming soon. So that's just to announce to you that this is actually what we are targeting, and in fact we are saying we are really focused on this. And then when you see on the top right hand corner, you can see how many members are there in Forsage already, more than 1 million. And about 700 of them have earned $1.5 billion in 1 year. All right. Personally, I have taken home about $60,000, and that is only from December, 3 months. 3 months. And I started with only about 100,000 Kenya shillings. Yeah, which was about $600 times two, actually about $120. All right. Now, let me re-emphasize one more point. If I had bought the Ethereum to hold, I would be having 2 Ethereums today. Would I be better off? Yes, I would be better off, because 1 Ethereum right now is going actually for $2,222. And when I started, it was going for $600. So have I made money with my 2 Ethereum? Yes. But because of the smart contract, I am now worth almost 27 Ethereums. That's incredible within 3 months. So that is what the smart contract is able to give you. It gives you an edge. So you can see this is X3.
So my question, I was
That's
gonna ask,
X3.
so
This is the X4.
so that's only X3 or X3 and X4?
Yeah, you can actually see here, this is how much I've earned on X3. This is how much I've earned on X4. And this is how much I've earned on X Gold. So the figures are here. And the actual programs are here. You can actually see them, and this is the X Gold. So yeah, no. So now you can ask the question, any clarification you need. Again, this is recorded, so you can always follow it up.
Well, so for this one, this page of yours first,
Yeah.
so the $60,000, they're in your pocket, in your wallet.
Yes.
So do you take them out, or what do you do with it? You keep it there?
Nowadays we have so many places where you can liquidate. Let me just give you. We have one called local cryptos.com. All right. So we have several websites where you can actually buy and sell. So this is one of them.
No, I meant you yourself.
Oh, sorry.
I meant you yourself. Are you keeping it there? Do you continue keeping it there?
No. I actually spend a lot of it. You know, right now because I'm retired, most of my income comes from here. So I think I have been saving maybe something like 20%, but the rest, 60%, I pay school fees for my children. I still have 3 of my children in college.
Okay, so I'm saying, so the amount that's listed there is what you've earned over that time, not what's still there.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
This is
okay.
cumulatively what I've earned.
Cumulative.
So it doesn't mean that this is what I have in my wallet now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so let's say when you started with those two that you bought, or you
Actually, I could
invest
actually,
in this X3,
yeah.
how did you
So,
start with
so,
the
so
X3
I,
and it?
I initially bought the first four. So one, two, three, four. And then I also bought
Hey,
one, two, three, four.
so
Then
you
I also,
paid, you bought,
yeah.
you bought, you bought, you bought Ethereum currency, I mean crypto, and put it here, or how do you do it when you say
Yes.
you
So
bought
you buy
those?
it and put it in your wallet.
Okay,
Then using your wallet, there is a place called D apps or decentralized applications within the wallet. So you link
okay,
it now to the Forsage, and then you purchase inside your wallet now. You purchase these rooms. All right. So
okay,
you spend this money to buy the room. Then
okay.
now you earn out of now how how the program works. So you that's how now you earn.
So like when you put yours, you say you purchased from
I purchased
X3
the first four
four
of each
rooms
program. That's how
of
I
it.
started. So I bought up to here.
So
Then I
so
bought
let's
up to,
say
yeah.
for the first one, room one to room four. So room one you paid a certain amount,
Yes.
right? And then you
Yes.
paid twice that amount for room two,
Yeah.
and then double again for room three and room four.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And then what was the next thing you did? You now started
Then the
introducing
next
people.
thing I did, the
Yeah.
next thing I did for X3, I went and talked to six of my friends. These six
Okay.
here.
Okay.
They also did the same. So what happens when they did X3, all this money that I spent came back immediately to me 6 times. But if I click, for example, this one here, let me click and I show you. It actually came back to me how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So where did I get 11? Yet I had only told the 6 people. Again, remember, those same guys, when they also went out and talked to their friends, they also got back their money. And for every third person they referred, the money came to me. So that's how I got the extras. Now, remember, every three, one payment will go somewhere else. So this one enabled me to reset so that I earn the next two. Then this one enabled me to reset, then I earn the next two. Then this one reset, then I earn the next two. So I earned out of this block alone, I earned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, 8 times my investment on that particular position, in this particular
And
position alone.
your investment in this position was how much?
My investment here was zero point 0.2 Ethereum, which is like how much is that? Let me just compute that in
So that's
dollar.
at the time, not now, because the value has gone up.
It doesn't matter because even you can see this what I've earned. I've earned $444.
Okay.
That's what I've earned out of this. But what did I invest on that? What, of course, that time it was much cheaper. All
Okay.
right. So it was I invested point two. No. I invested here is 0.025. The price of this room is 0.025 times, that time it was $600.
Okay.
So I invested $15.
Okay.
Yeah. And out of $15, you can see how much I've earned, $444. So
In that
that's an
room.
incredible um, change in my earnings.
Okay. That's in that room alone.
Sorry?
That's only in that room, right?
That's only for this one. That's only for this one.
Okay.
That's only for that. And look at this one. This is also very incredible. If you check this one of gold, this one I've earned almost $5,000, and what I invested was only point. The price of this room is the price of this room is 0.2 Ethereum times, that time I think it was around $600 again. $120 is what I invested here, and what
Okay.
I've earned out of it is almost $4,000, $5,000.
But you say there you don't recruit people, your friends, to come.
Yeah, the computer allocates people directly to you. Like if you check here, all these white dots, all the white dots, I don't know who they are.
Okay.
The only ones I know are the blue ones. Those are my friends that I introduced, which are less than 6.
But you
The
introduce them to that
explanation
room.
actually is here. You can see this. Partner invited by you, overflow from up, overflow from below, partner who is ahead of. So that's the explanation of this.
So my question is, the blue one, the partners you invited, they also invested in the same X gold, or how did they?
They
How did they
can,
come?
yeah. If they do, it helps me. But if they don't, still that's okay, because it's anybody. It's whatever they want to achieve. All right. So yeah. So that's what it is.
But can you go to X gold without going to X3 and X4?
Yes, but normally when you are signing up for the first time, there are only two blocks that are mandatory, and that is the first block in X3 and the first block in X4. This first two, and it's so cheap. It's just $15, so that is $30. So that's mandatory. Thereafter, you can do any other combination you want. The only thing, of course, we are saying is that at the launch, they are going to launch only the first two. So the X Gold will come later, and there's also another additional program, the Triple X, which will also be introduced.
Okay. And so this was for Ethereum.
Yeah, this is
The
Ethereum.
new one,
It's still
the
active.
new one is Binance.
But,
okay, it's still active.
It's still active, and
So
we are
this
still pushing it. In fact, for us, we are thinking that Ethereum is the best, and we will actually be doing a bit more of Ethereum. But we are only saying that right now, to take advantage of the international community, which is over 1 million people, and when they are coming on to the Binance Smart Chain, I think there will be so much activity, and we will make so much money within a very short time, and then be able to plow it back into the Ethereum project. So I think we are in for a very nice adventure. And Binance Coin, by the way, is not bad. It's actually number 3 in terms of its worth in the cryptocurrency world.
Okay. So you're no longer inviting people to Ethereum, you're inviting them to Binance.
No, we've actually stopped, not really stopped. We are focused more on Binance right now in the last 2 weeks. And maybe for the next 2 weeks again, we will make sure that we make so much money on Binance, then we will promote both programs together. But if you want to do Ethereum and not do Binance, is still a choice you can make.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens if I get X3, but I don't have any friends to invite, or they refuse?
Don't worry, because the X3, you only invest in X3 to the extent in which you think you can get someone. But if you don't think you can get someone, forget about it. Do X4 and buy enough of them.
But I
So
thought you
normally
said
what
mandatory. You said it's mandatory to get the first room in X1, in
so
X3, and the first one in X4 as well. Those are mandatory.
yes, the first two blocks, and those are very cheap. It's just $15, so that should not
Yeah,
worry you. So we are
I
saying that
understand. I'm saying, so if you buy them but you don't have anybody to invite, then what happens?
no, X4 will you will earn without you inviting anyone. Just make sure that you buy enough of those blocks. So what we normally say is this: yes, choose your amount. Whether you are going in for the 12 BNB, for example, this one here. So instead of buying X3, the 8 slots, buy an extra slot in X4. Remember, any additional slot is equal to all your investment there before. So with this amount, for example, instead of you buying 10x3, buy 9x4. That will be what this amount.
Okay.
So you just
So,
add you just add more of x4, and then you earn. But we
okay.
normally say, of course, that you might accidentally meet a friend who likes it. Then that is when now X3 would come in handy. So we normally tell people, invest in all of them. You know, you never know. And in any case, it's only one person that you need, and all your money in X3 will come back. Thereafter, it is autopilot.
One person or three? I thought you said
No,
three.
only one. Only one. Remember, one person gives you 100% of your investment on X3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And on X4, you don't need to invite, or you can invite.
On X4, you do. On X4, all the other programs, you don't need to invite anyone.
But you can still invite.
Yes, if you do, it will work faster. You will earn faster.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
I'll rearrange this. I'll process this video and send it to you. I think that will be okay. So thank
Okay.
you very much. I appreciate. You have a good night.
Okay. I have a lot to think about.
All right, but we need to buy the BNBs today. So can you send me the M-Pesa?
Today or even tomorrow?
Yesterday. You actually need to have done it yesterday.
Why?
Anyway, because the prices of BNB are going up. All right,
Ah,
they are going up actually. So you need to take advantage. But anyway, no problem. Let's plan on it. You let me know when you are ready, then we can
yeah.
process it.
I will let you know.
Okay. All right. So thank you
Okay.
so much. You have a good one.
You too.
Okay.